The Architectural Review Board of the Town of Southampton now come to order. And welcome to the August 17th, 2021 meeting of the Town of Southampton. Until further notice, all the board's meetings will be held in person in Southampton Town Hall, and all agendas will be posted on the town's website. The link to participate in this meeting via Zoom can be found on the town's website. This meeting is also being live streamed on the town's website. If you do not wish to speak at the meeting, but you would like to submit comments for the public record, the link to submit comments can also be found on the town's website.
Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry. You said there was a link to the Zoom. There is no more Zoom.
Oh, thank you very much for correcting it. I did a cut and paste on this, and I'll take care of it. Okay, thank you. And now we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Rump, the Vice Chair, would you please lead us?
Sure. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Rump.
Welcome, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Mr. Jankowski, the Board Secretary, is not here. Mr. Rump,
Here.
can I have you to,
Yep.
or I'll do it since
Yeah,
you're.
yeah.
Okay. Mr. Rump, you're here?
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Burt, here. Ms. Keys, absent. Mr. Jankowski, absent, and I'm here. We have a quorum. Did the board members, I don't believe we have all of the board members that were present at the August 3rd, 2021 meeting, so we can postpone that to the next meeting. Is there any old business to come before the board before we start on the agenda?
I have nothing,
None.
Mr. Chairman.
No.
Okay, thank you very much. Then we'll start with the agenda. And first, we have a substantial residential at 102 Highland Terrace, Bridgehampton. And we have the applicants present to present this project to the board. And one of the reasons this has come before the board is because of the square footage only. It's over the 7,500 square foot threshold. Okay, the applicants, would you like to present now, please?
Yes. Yep. Hello, good morning. My name's Brian Glasser. I'm the architect representing 102 Highland Terrace. I'm also accompanied by the builder, Michael Davis Construction. Michael Davis is here with us if you guys have any questions. To get started off, just to run through this, basically the site is located towards the west side of Highland Terrace, and it's roughly a little over 1,100 feet north of Bridge Lane. The property is pretty much surrounded by current agricultural farmland, and on the first sheet that you see here, surrounding it, we have a property 94 Highland Terrace to the south and 150 Highland Terrace to the north, which are existing structures surrounding our new project here. The current land is a vacant piece of property that roughly sits on a little over 2 acres. It's moving forward with the proposed structure. The proposed house is roughly a little over 9,000 square feet above ground, with an accessory pavilion that is roughly 874 square feet. If you go to the second page, basically we have a rendering here showing the front elevation, which is a view from the east, looking towards the front entryway. Just to kind of run through the concept of this structure and architecture, we went with an agrarian shingle style house, based on Long Island's history with potato farms, and the potato barn structure with a simple gabled roof structure. Try to minimize the height. We are under the code of 32 feet, but by breaking down the proportion to give us basically it appears to be a story and a half structural height with the massing. Moving on into the materials, we're going with a tapered sawn Alaskan yellow cedar, which would weather to, like, right here, we have to get more of a weathered product, but it turns to a light silvery gray color. So that would be the roof. And that's also, on the siding, we're gonna be doing Alaskan yellow cedar shingles as well with a 5.5 inch exposure. You can see on the front elevation, we also have some vertical, it's like a lath rain screen system, which kind of helps break down the massing of this house. So we have that on the south side and kind of breaking up the overall massing of the centerpiece. Going across the covered areas and these bay window details, we were going to be going with an aluminum clad with a bronze color, which is going to tie into a similar color, which I have here, which is what we were proposing to use a Marvin window. So we'd be using a bronze tone, which is kind of blends in with the natural tones of the cedar. Gutters and leaders would be a lead-coated copper. We're going to try to minimize where you could see. We're trying to hide the gutter and leaders as best as possible. I was probably going to hide that within the vertical siding structures. Also, going back to the windows, we were going with a Marvin Modern product, which is aluminum and fiberglass, a combination of the two products, which this is the color that you can see here. Going on, I have the site plan along the side. If we go to the rear, I mean, I have the floor plans here, which I don't think you guys are too concerned about. If you have any questions, we can talk about that. But if we go to the very back of the drawings, you'll see a landscape design provided by LaGuardia Design Group. And they gave me a brief description on what, they were thinking at this point. So basically, let's start on the east side of the property, which is along Highland Terrace. We would be, they wanted to plant around a 6 to 8 foot privet hedge on the interior with a 4 foot privet hedge on the exterior to screen out a 4 foot tall cascade fence. They mentioned to me that the maturity height of these trees, fully matured, would be roughly 8 to 10 feet, the hedges, so it would be plenty of screening from Highland Terrace. If we go to the south side of the property, as you can see, there is a neighbor that situated their house in the center of the property, so my clients, they want to have privacy for themselves. So that's why we situated the pool house to kind of help block out that, block the neighbor's views possibly, and also we're proposing to put 8 to 10 foot green western arborvitaes, which you considered a green giant evergreen tree, and they wanted me to mention that was a deer resistant material. At a mature height, these would grow to be roughly pruned at roughly 16 to 18 feet tall, which would give them plenty of privacy from their neighbor. Moving on to the west, there currently is a 16 to 18 foot cryptomera, which is going to remain. Those aren't going to be removed. Going to the north side, we're going to be planting 6 to 8 foot tall Japanese hollies, which is an evergreen tree and also deer resistant, and mature height will be 8 to 10 feet. They also have a detail at the bottom of the style of fencing, which is going to be from the rear of the property. The rear, like, let's just, you can see a transition pretty much from the front of the house going to the back, so let's call that the rear. We would be doing a 6 foot tall, single-sided stockade fence, and they wanted me to note that the good side or the attractive side would be facing the neighbor's property. And then when it comes to the front portion of the property, we would have a 4 foot tall stockade fence with the good side facing the neighbors and the street. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the presentation here. If you guys have any questions.
Okay, well, this is in my area, and I'll start and give the board my comments and recommendation on this. First of all, I'm glad you are landscaping it the way you are, putting in the privets, but I'm going to defer to Mr. Rump on that issue after I finish my comments. Just it is an agrarian style, but you've mixed in enough of modern elements. Because in this particular area, the newer houses are everybody's starting to try to make like barns or whatever else, and it's almost looking phony. I'm glad you departed from that, made it look distinctive. And it still has the agrarian type of structure with the pitch roof and the actual proportions. But I think this is going to fit in very well. And I'd like to see more, not exactly this, but close to it style, which I appreciate. I don't have a problem with it at all. Yeah, I recommend approval. Mr. Rump, would you comment on the landscaping for me?
I don't have any issues at all with the planting design or the site design from LaGuardia, so I think it's
Okay.
fine, and I agree with you in the architecture.
Okay, you do.
So
Okay.
I'd approve it.
Okay. Mr. Burke?
I agree with both of you. No
Okay.
comment.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve then?
I'll make a motion to approve as submitted.
Do I-
I'll
Let's
second it.
second it. Motion has been made and seconded to approve as submitted. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that's it.
Great.
You don't have to come back.
Thank you.
You can start the process for the, getting the permit.
Good luck.
Okay, and thank you.
Do you still need the PDF sent to, do you still want the
No.
package?
Yeah,
Good now.
no.
I don't
no,
think so.
No, I don't think, no, we don't need them now. We'll keep, or the
All right, great.
secretary, but from now on, I would, do PDFs.
No, if you guys don't want them, I'll take them. Take them off your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we need one copy here.
Just one time.
Yeah, so we're fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go based on what the gentleman earlier mentioned about bringing an email or
Yeah.
some type of presentation. We can put it on the screen.
Right, great.
When I take that, Larry.
So,
Thank you.
okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys. You take it away. Yeah, I'll take.
Oh, is that yours?
Yeah,
Yeah, do you want to? Yeah.
you can take those.
All right, great.
Thank you.
Looks very
Yeah,
nice.
thank you very
Thanks,
much.
guys. Yep.
Oh, Catherine, you don't have a spare copy of this? We usually keep one or two.
Or he can,
Yeah.
Brian can give us one.
Well, give us, yeah, just,
Great. Thank you, Brian.
because one goes with one file, one goes with another, so.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Right.
next on the agenda, this is a holdover site plan review, Estates at Remsenburg, 4 Webb Court. And this would be in Mr. Jankowski's area. And since I was absent the last meeting, I'm not sure where this was.
The last meeting, Mr. Jankowski said that he has to sit down with, I believe, the builder to review photos, and he hadn't had a chance to do that yet, so.
Okay, so,
The
Do you have
holdover?
that?
No,
Do you have
holdover.
that application, Mr. Chairman?
yeah, it's right here.
So we can look at it?
Yeah, we can look at it, and maybe we can always hold it over for Mr. Jankowski
Yeah.
with his comments from the builder. Mr. Burke, you were here at the last meeting, I
Yeah,
believe,
yeah, Kelly's exactly right. Yeah. He was gonna meet with him.
That's a site plan, right?
I think this is when they were gonna move like an old historical house to a new
Blacksmith
location.
Building or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
There's just I believe the issue is with the windows.
I know Jackie.
I remember,
Jackie Fenlon.
isn't this where Landmarks is involved in this
Right,
too?
yes, yep.
Yep.
This is the one that they were putting in larger windows.
And this is a subdivision? Is that what it says?
A site plan,
Site plan.
because they are taking, they're taking the house from one lot and moving it to a new lot.
Okay. And they're changing the windows? Is that what the discussion was about?
I believe that was the discussion, and then,
Ted had very specific questions. he
Right.
wanted to speak
Okay.
to.
he wanted to.
And, okay, Ted spoke to me about this. Excuse me. My comment was, I didn't like the proportion, and I think that's where he's at. of what they want to put in.
Because that, to me, the windows they show and this, what's there, is very different,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Right.
And what did, Mr. Chairman, did the landmarks people have any comments, or has it gone to
Ted
them?
was going through with it, and
Okay.
I'm
All right.
unaware of it.
Yep.
That's why I don't want to even, all I know is that
Yep.
he showed me a drawing, and I said, no, I don't like
I
it.
guess this is a holdover.
Yeah, so it's a holdover again.
Okay.
Sure. So, because I thought the proportion was better with the old one. So,
Now I know what's about.
okay. And we're up to speed, because I was unaware of him speaking with the builder. So, all right, the next on the agenda is, it's a site plan review, 2287 Montauk Highway, Bridgehampton. And this is there anyone here for the applicant?
No.
It's a site plan, and let me see, it's Claire.
familiar.
No, Matthew. Is Matthew in?
Do you want me to look?
Yeah, because,
Thank you.
yeah, thank you, because this is a new structure going in.
Maybe not.
Yeah, it probably sounds familiar because we also had 2331 Montauk Highway LLC.
Last week.
Last time.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pass these around ahead of time.
Is there a site plan as well?
Yeah, I'm looking for it, no. It's near, it's on the south side of Montauk Highway, right near where the church is, where the road goes down toward the church. So, it's in that area. Near,
What- so is
one
it-
of Farrell's buildings is nearby, like 3 houses away. Because I assumed they were going to have a site plan. I haven't seen a site plan on this at all.
Yeah, it should be Saunders Associates, so it's going to be a real estate building.
Yeah. But from, when I pulled up the GIS, it's a vacant lot now.
Mm-hmm.
Or there might be a shed on it or something. But that's, it's no structure.
So this is west of the current Farrell building?
Yes. Matthew, yes,
Have arrived.
you have. Thank you, Catherine, for getting it.
No problem. 2287?
Yes,
You guys have the plans, right?
yes,
No,
but we
we
don't
don't.
have a site plan.
We don't have a site plan.
There's an approved site plan already. They're just changing the elevation. I can show you, I can get you a copy of the
Oh, I
plan.
thought we had everything.
That's all they submitted. If they're not changing anything, it's just a door, window to door on the second floor.
Then we've already reviewed this.
This is a window now,
Right?
and it's going to be a slider. That's it. You've already reviewed the building.
Okay, all right, because it looked familiar to me.
Yeah, this is the Saunders building in Bridgehampton.
Yeah, especially the cupola on there,
Yep.
which is, yeah, I was the one that was a little, I wanted it removed.
So the left side is the east side?
This.
It's on the south side, so if we're looking south,
I believe
Yeah.
so, yeah.
th-
so it'll be
that
the
is
east side of the building.
East side of the building.
All right.
Now, from what I remember now, there's some very large trees near there. Is that correct?
I don't think, there might be some in between the two sites. I can't
Yeah.
remember off the top of my head, honestly.
Okay,
There was a tree we preserved and made sure stayed in the back along the church lane that runs along the back of this.
right. I don't remember the name of it, but Church Lane. Okay,
Just windows to slider.
all right. Yeah, now it's coming back to me.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while on this.
And I'll have them change this. I didn't even pick that up to the actual directions rather than left and right
Yeah.
and rear.
Okay, Mr.
So this is
Burke,
the
you're
east side?
remembering this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any issues
Yeah.
with the change.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
east side.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with that at all. I'm the lead for it, so anyway. And Mr. Rump, comments?
No issues.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so you'll receive a transmittal letter
Thank you.
from us.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for your
Thank you
help.
very much,
You're welcome.
Matthew.
All right, great.
Have a good one, guys.
You too. Thank you very much.
Have fun.
Yes.
Let me just put this together. Okay, we have one walk-on. Which is an unusual structure in Bridgehampton. It is probably around 2,500 square feet.
What's the address, Mr. Chairman?
The address is,
2,500 square feet.
yeah, 32, no, that's 3 Kohler Knoll Road,
3?
3 Knoll Road.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get the survey out. There's Knoll Road. There's Knoll Road. Okay. The reason this was brought to the full board is because the building inspector asked us to, and I was going to do a site visit because this is quite a bit different than the neighborhood. And that's where I had concerns with it. And you can just see that's the, we've got another copy here. Now, this one also, Mr. Jankowski, while I was out, had looked it over too. And his comment was that he couldn't make it at the time out to a site visit to look at it, but,
Right.
and I requested, we have not received it, a landscape plan. Well,
These are pros. These big files.
yeah,
And the rendering shows kind of a dark siding too.
yes, very dark.
Yeah, I don't think this really fits too well with the neighborhood at this point.
Yeah, but for due diligence purposes, I would like to,
Yep,
unless the board disagrees with me, hold this over for a site visit
yep,
or have the applicant come in.
right. Either or, Mr. Chairman,
Okay.
if you're going out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got to go out back and forth to Sagaponic, so I'll do a drive-by.
yeah, would you on
Yeah,
this? Because
sure.
you might be able to make it before I do. Because I'm a little tied up with
Pamela Glazer?
something in
That-
Shinnecock Hills.
I know Pam very well.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw her name on the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did I.
Yes,
Is this a public meeting?
yes, we're in session
Yeah,
right now.
But we don't want any right now, thank you.
Yeah. So, okay, so then this will be a
Maybe,
site visit.
yeah, maybe you want to have Pam come in and talk
I
to
was
you
going to
about
say,
Yeah.
should I call her?
No, I
Yeah.
think we ought to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll call
So-
her.
No, I
Give us a
know her
couple-
too, so that's why I would.
Her name's very familiar, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the next meeting?
I think
Yes,
so.
Yeah, I would think so.
and if any of the board members can do a site visit in the interim
Okay.
on 3 Knoll Drive, look at the neighborhoods specifically,
Yeah.
because the colors, materials, and if you could pay attention to the landscaping, what
Yep.
they have there now and what we are going to require.
There really wasn't a landscape plan in that. I didn't see
No,
one.
I didn't see, I looked, that was the first thing I did.
Yep,
And see, this building inspector, one of the building inspectors brought this to my attention because he felt that it wouldn't fit either,
okay.
so. Okay, is there any further business to come before the board? Because we finished with the agenda. If none, do I hear a motion to
Motion-
adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Do I hear a
I'll
second?
second that.
Motion has been made to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, everyone.